What is up, fellow YouTubers? So, in my last video, I talked about how I was uploading a video about some of the biggest complaints I've heard men and women say about each other. And I deleted that video because, well, I was just a little too real with that video. You know, when you're so true it hurts, red pill mentality. It gets to a point where it's just some people just can't handle it because you're too honest, you know. But yeah, this is the last cigar in my variety pack. It comes from Nicaragua, and yeah, it's a nice fat stogie. Got it pre-cut already with my trusty cigar cutter. See how there's still plenty of cap left on the back of it. I didn't cut that much with this one right here, just enough to make it easy to draw out of, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Let's give it a go, shall we? Mm. I think my favorite cigar out of this variety pack was the Bone Shaker. That Bone Shaker cigar was pretty good. Although I like them all. Like all the cigars that I've tried in that variety pack were delicious. So it was hard to pick a favorite, but out of all of them, I think my favorite would definitely have to be the Bone Shaker. That Bone Shaker cigar is pretty damn good. Mm. I got the window wide open because these things can get to be a bit much. If you're a chick and you hear some dude make some obnoxious comments about another chick, that does not mean you should feel self-conscious about your body. I don't care. Stop comparing yourselves to other people. This goes for both sexes, period. You'll see men comparing themselves to other men, and you'll see women comparing themselves to men and other women, and I'm sick of it. You see women comparing themselves to other women and, of course, to men, and then you see men comparing themselves to other men, and I'm sick of it, dude. Be happy with what you got. And if you're a kid, don't be in a rush to grow up. Trust and believe that. Take time to enjoy being a kid because it's not gonna last. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Oh my. This is the cigar before I unwrapped it. It had this wooden sleeve on it. I took the wooden sleeve off, and it had this extra band underneath here. I took the extra band off, and yeah, this one's pretty good too. Let's get a close up of that label of that band. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Let's get a little bit of bite going down. Hell yeah. Cigar smoking is for adults who are old enough to smoke, and trust and believe if you've never even smoked a cigarette, First time smoking a big fat cigar, you go to inhale that son of a bitch, you're gonna cough your ass off. 3 or 4 hits in, you're like, nope, mm-mm. One of my friend Jeremy Rogers, you know him as Rasta Jeremy, right? Well, Rasta Jeremy's girlfriend, wife, whatever you want to call her, she smokes, and she's like, I want to try a cigar. So I'm like, all right. I gave her a Phillies Titan cigar. Well, I gave it to Jeremy to take home to her. And the Phillies Titan cigar is pre-cut. You know, something like this would be a bit more high end, a bit more harsher because you got to pre. It's not pre-cut. You have to cut it yourself. So last time, last couple of times when I went over to see Jeremy, I was like, "So, April, how'd you like that cigar?" And she goes, "Oh, I took 3 drags off of it and I was done." I was like, "Yeah, I imagine that was gonna happen. Most people can't handle cigars; they're pretty harsh, you know." But like, you still have the roach for that? And she goes, "Yeah, you want it?" And I'm like, "Fucking A, hell yeah, I do." And she goes, "All right." So she gives me the cigar roach, and I ended up smoking it. And she only took like 2, 3 drags off of it, so yeah. But this, on the other hand, is a fresh cigar, the last one in my variety pack. Like I said, I think I liked all the cigars that were given to me in that variety pack. Each one was uniquely its own. But picking between all those delicious cigars that are in my variety pack, that's tough. But above all, I think my favorite out of all of them was the Bone Shaker. Bone Shaker cigars are pretty good. They're nice, they're thick, and yeah. It's a glorious spring day, and conditions are just right for collecting a bunch of sticks. I'll be collecting sticks to turn into wands for my next batch. So gotta keep that business afloat, man. Yeah. And speaking of my wand business, let's go to yeah. Hmm. Hell yeah. I like seeing all of the reviews that I get on Etsy, and Carla definitely put a decent review up on here. She's like, fellow warlocks, despite practicing magic for only a year, I can attest to the potency of the spells cast by Cobra Craft wands. In addition to being the most powerful wands on the market, they are also beautiful pieces of art and durable. She writes, I was gifted a competitor's Etsy wand and it snapped after only one day. I sleep with all my Cobra Craft wands under my pillow for protection and none have snapped. I can't recommend these wands enough. This is my 4th purchase and I'm excited for future batches. That was the Valentine's Day pink wand that I made. That's most definitely what's up. So thank you for that review, Carla. I appreciate that. From Exhumed Visions, thanks again, Josh. This pipe wand rules. About to light up an ounce of green crack. Hell yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you can smoke pot out of my wand pipes, although if you live in a state where it's illegal, do so at your own risk. They're primarily made for smoking tobacco out of. I mean, making wands with like a little sneak-a-toke built into the handle is the concept I came up with, and excuse me, and well, excuse me, well, if I find the stick thick enough, I might add another pipe wand to this batch. Keep in mind, once it's gone, it's gone. You know, this will depend on, yeah. This will depend on a lot of things. My bacon cheeseburger calzone pizza was delicious. However, the only thing I should have done were two things. I should have cooked it just a little bit longer because the bottom of it was kind of doughy, but stiff enough you could eat it. And maybe use like a little bit less seasoning next time. Like the seasonings were well placed for flavor wise, but maybe next time not so much of it, you know. But other than that, it was actually pretty good. Um, hmm. Hmm. I could do a cheddar bacon pizza burger for a cooking video, as I don't have um, the cheese I would normally use for a cardinal chocolate burger, but that's alright. That is quite alright. I could even do pizza nachos if we really wanted to, but I don't know. I don't know. I do need to get some more wands done though, ASAP. That way we can make some of that money. But going back to the topic of the video, ladies, just because you hear a guy say, "Oh, this other chick has nice boobs," blah 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 blah, that doesn't mean you should feel self-conscious about what you have or be in a hurry to get them, that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Just take time to enjoy, you know, being a kid and such. Yeah. You know, and this is the thing of it. When little girls look up to older females, will have this beauty standard set in their head. Like, oh, I want to be as pretty as her someday when I grow up. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it. Oh yeah, YouTube, I cut this cigar so beautifully. Nice even cut, almost. Or maybe it's a little bit crooked, but actually no, it looks pretty good for the most part. It's like a little bit crooked, but yeah. If anything, you just, like I said, you should be more focused on a career. Which I'll admit, when the girl I wanted to ask out told me no because my trolls are assholes, basically, that sort of thing. It led me to think, you know what? I'm not worried about dating right now. It'll happen when it happens, dude. I'm not going to focus on it. I get so sick and tired of hearing people say, Josh needs some pussy. And I'm like, no, I don't. Sex is not a need, it's a want. I could sit here and say, I need a Lamborghini with gold spinning rims. Because fuck my bike and my feet, right? Fuck out of here with that. And the thing we need to realize as a society is these little habits that we've gotten into. This way of saying things like, oh, that guy needs to get laid, or that chick needs to get laid. Like, nobody needs to get laid. It's not a need, it's a want. Okay? It's not a requirement like water or breathing. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Don't get me wrong, a smoking hot goth chick in her 20s, that'd be pretty sweet. But, yeah. When the right opportunity arises, then take it. But until then, you gotta wait patiently. At least in my boat, you know. I heard these rumors going around town, and people would be like, "Oh, she lost interest," and I'm like, "They're just talking shit, whatever, dude." And they kept on saying it everywhere I go. Oh, so and so lost interest, and I'm like, I finally just said, "Fuck it." If I didn't hear it from the person's mouth themselves, then I'm not gonna believe the assholes around town. So I went and found out for myself, and I was like, well, damn, that sucks. These trolls might have thought, oh, we stopped him from dating. Ha 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 ha. No, you just stopped me from dating the chick I wanted to date. And it's sad because she wants to date me too, but she can't because, certain circumstances. No, you haven't stopped me from dating, you stupid trolls. You might have thought to yourself, oh, we won. We fucking won. Ha 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 ha. Fuck them. Fuck the trolls, dude. You don't have to have sex with a bunch of women to be considered a ladies' man. This is something that most people don't realize. A lot of men think, oh, well, you have to fuck bunches of pussy to be considered a ladies' man. I'm like, not necessarily. You can be a ladies' man without having to have sex with a single one of them. If you can develop an emotional connection with that woman and she still talks about you X amount of days later, you know what I'm saying? You've made a good impression. Hmm. Hmm. This this Nicaraguan cigar is pretty good. I'm not quite sure on the flavor profile though. That's kind of hard to pinpoint. Ooh. Mm. The same can be said for dudes too. If you see chicks making obnoxious comments about a dude's body, just be like, well, ain't that hypocritical as fuck? Because I guarantee you, women everywhere get so pissed off when men make obnoxious comments about their bodies, like, oh, hey, honey, nice tits, or hey, honey, nice ass. You're just a male pig, fuck you. And then you turn around, that same chick's making comments about some dude's ass and tight jeans, like, ain't that a bitch? Huh. Or some chick's watching a movie with her gal pals at the movie theater, sitting right in front of you, and it's an action-packed movie, and the main hero takes off his shirt, and he's all ripped as shit, and you hear all these chicks in the front row making obnoxious, dirty, sexual comments about the dude ripping his shirt off, and what they'd like him to do to her, and her, and her, and her, and her, and her, and such, you know. But yet somehow it's okay when women make obnoxious comments about a man's body, but it's never okay when a man does it. That right there is classic definition of hypocrisy. Why is it, YouTube, that a woman can make obnoxious comments about the bulge in your pants? Women can say, oh, hey, nice bulge. But you turn around, oh, hey, honey, nice boobs. Or nice butt. You're. Now, this is the kind of shit that pisses me off about the dating scene. This is one of those reasons why I've decided to take a break from dating. Because at this point, I haven't had companionship in a year and 5 months. So at this point, you know, I'm better off just waiting patiently at this point. But it's one of the things that irritates me about the dating scene. The hypocrisies of the dating scene. It's irritating, YouTube. Women bitch about gender equality, but then they expect men to make the first move. And then some of them will expect men to pay for everything. If not some, to most of them expect you as a man to make the first move to pay for everything. That's not really gender equality, is it? No, the fuck it isn't. So, however, here's my take on it. If you have a girl that you have with you on a date and she offers to pay for the whole meal, be like, screw that. I'll pay for half of it. You can pay for half of it. Okay, cool. You know, straight up. If you're on a date with an independent woman and she wants to pay for the whole meal herself, offer to pay for half of it. I mean, she says, oh, and what if she says, well, next time you buy me the dinner? Okay, that works too, you know. But the fact that you offered to pay for half of it, that shows her that you're a team player. And when it comes to a successful romantic relationship, it's a 50-50 from both halves. You can't expect one sex to do it all. You gotta give and take. Don't take too much, don't give too much. You know. Having a girlfriend is like putting training wheels on your bicycle. It sort of prepares you for what married life is like. It's only a small taste of it, because think about it. You've been dating your girlfriend for 4 months. What do you want to eat for dinner tonight? I don't know. What sounds good to you? Sounds an awful a lot like marriage, doesn't it? uh, Having a girlfriend or a boyfriend is like putting training wheels on your bicycle. You know what I'm saying? And when you get married, that's like taking the training wheels off your bike and saying, all right, big leagues now. Let's see how long I can stay on this bike without falling off and scraping the fuck out of my knee. Uh-huh. And believe me, when you're learning to ride a bike, it's frustrating. You see everybody else riding a bike, that freedom, that independence. You want to ride that bike so bad because you're like, all my friends are riding a bike around the park. Why can't I do that? It's just because you haven't learned how yet. So you practice, 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 and how many times you've fallen off, scraped your elbows, scabbed your knees, asked your mama for a grilled cheese because you're having a shitty day because you can't ride your fucking bike. The harder you try, the harder you fall. And at some point, you're going to want to quit. But here's the thing of it. You don't quit. I don't care how tough it gets. I don't want to hear any fucking excuses. You get back up on that bike and you learn how to ride that damn thing until you mastered it. And that's true for anything, really. It doesn't matter if you're learning how to ride a bike, if you're learning how to ride a bike, or if you're trying to get a girlfriend, or if you're trying to get a job, you're trying to get a house. You're going to fail. And it's the sucky part about life is you're going to fail. You're going to apply for how many jobs before you get that one that you have for a couple years, you know? And you know what I'm saying? So, learning how to ride a bike is kind of like the building stone to teaching children the importance of try your best and never give up, you know? Because once you're able to ride your bike, it's a great feeling. Your friends are like, hey man, let's go to the park. Bring your bike. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you take that metaphor for learning how to ride a bike, and you apply it to pretty much anything in life. And metaphorically speaking, yes, you're gonna fall off, you're gonna scrape your knees, you know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be fun. But the harder it kicks your ass, the harder you try to succeed. That's just how it is. That's how you gotta be in life, YouTube. That's exactly how you gotta be in life. The harder it kicks your ass, the harder you try, the harder you get back up. Brush yourself off, be like, it's go time, motherfucker, let's do this. And the important thing is no excuses. No excuses. You hear a lot of women complain because they can't find a boyfriend when they're old enough, and it's like, what's your excuse? Well, da 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 da. I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it, YouTube. Don't want to hear it. A chick If a chick sits there and says, oh, she's too fat, she'll never find a boyfriend, that's just an excuse. A chick saying she's too fat and that's why she can't find dating, that's like me saying I can't find dating because of my Asperger's. Come on now. There are plenty of dudes who like fat chicks, so I don't want to fucking hear it, ladies. No excuses. You're old enough to date. If you are old enough to date and you want to date, I don't want to hear any excuses. No excuses. No excuses. No excuses. None. And if you take my advice and you get yourself a man that treats you right and doesn't care that you're fat, you're going to be going, thanks, King Cobra, you're awesome. I'm just saying. This whole fucking bullshit with the fashion industry saying that women have to be stick figures to be beautiful, that's bullshit and disgusting, and that created so much negative crap for women over the last couple of years, which led to the curvy movement. Not every woman's a stick figure. Awesome, I'm all for that. But we couldn't just leave it there. We couldn't just leave it there. We had to have a super skinny acceptance. We had to have a super curvy acceptance. And now we got morbid obesity acceptance. Fat acceptance. If you're like 600 pounds overweight, that's just yikes, dude. I don't have to accept shit. I'm trying to get into the goddamn elevator, and I see you coming up the hallway. Hold the elevator just one flag. Like, oh, fuck, no. Close the door, close the door. Go, nope. I'm not getting squished into the corner. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah. Didn't that just contradict what you said last time? No. I'm just saying. Don't lose weight because society says you're too fat. Lose weight because you want to. Fuck what society thinks. Fat acceptance. That's like me saying smoker's acceptance. You have to accept my filthy cigar smoking. I don't care if it's detrimental to my health. You still have to accept it. People look at me like, dude, cigars are gross. Fuck you. I don't have to accept shit. Huh? When it comes to food, people don't seem to realize that carbs are not the enemy. If you stack up on a bunch of carbs and then you don't do nothing but sit on your ass, of course you're going to get fat. That's just how it is. But if you stack up on carbs and you actually make an effort to move, get some exercise, do push-ups, do sit-ups, whatever, carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are not the enemy. It's what you do with those carbs, okay? You sit on your ass after consuming 10,000 calories in one sitting, and then you take on another 20,000 like 10 minutes later, and then of course you're going to get fat, dude. Come on. I'm saying if you want to lose weight, you can eat what you want, when you want, how you want it. That doesn't matter. Okay, the exercise, that's going to be the gas pedal for your engine. The calories are your gas. Your body's a car. Exercising is the gas pedal. And when that engine's going, it's going to burn those calories like a car burns gas. You know what I'm saying? And it'll get burned towards areas where you need it for your muscles and what have you. So, you know what I'm saying? That's something to think about. And if you're new to exercising and you're a little bit chunky and you want to lose weight, pace yourself. Do not be intimidated by these muscular jagoffs at the gym who are like, look at me and my humongous muscles. Hans, can you pass the oil? No, fuck that. Don't let those assholes intimidate you. This is your body, it's your goals. Fuck them. Pace yourself. Baby steps, man. Because watch what happens. You start moving, you start getting into it. It's 2019. It's 20 fucking 19. It's a new year. A chance to be a new you. You know? And if your New Year's resolution was to lose weight and you're still not working on it, the fuck you doing? A lot of people sit there and make these New Year's resolutions and they never actually follow through with them. It's hilarious. No, it's not hilarious. It's typical. You know? One of the things, even before New Year's Eve, several months before New Year's Eve, I says to myself, I want to work on my temper. You know, I got tired of flipping out over every little fucking thing, you know, especially when I've been through a lot worse and a lot more intense situations that would piss anybody off, especially when it comes to my bullies. So, I've seen some pretty fucked up shit on the news as of recently that just makes me sick to my stomach because there's no justice in our society. You know? So I'm like, what's the point of getting mad because you stubbed your toe? Oh, boo-hoo. You poor bastard. You stubbed your toe. If you want to do anything like this in life, you got to set goals for yourself. And when you set goals for yourself, pace yourself. You're not going to get to your goal right away. Pace yourself. If you're trying to diet and lose weight, you got to have a cheat day. You got to have a cheat day. That's what keeps you motivated, man. So maybe like every Sunday, you treat yourself to like a little bit of candy and some fast food, just to, you know, keep you motivated through the rest of the week. Yeah, I'm just saying. You can do it. Ew. Got cigar smoke up my nose. Ha! I'm putting this monster out for later. A good cigar, by the way. Get another close-up of that label. Yeah. Anyways, YouTube, this video is called Smoking a Cigar and Telling It Like It Is. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you cool cobras later.